All right, welcome to Max Agent Academy. I'm Kelly, this is Jerry. Today we're gonna be talking about how to overcome objections of we're going to wait until spring. But before we get into the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified the next time we upload a video to the channel. Let's get after it.
Awesome, Kelly. Looking forward to it.
Let's talk about the line that every agent hears, but few know how to handle. We're gonna wait until the spring.
It sounds innocent enough, Kelly, but what it really means is I'm not ready. I'm uncertain, and I need a reason not to make a decision today.
Yeah, and if you don't know how to handle this right away, you'll end up following up for months, only to find out that they listed with someone else.
So today we're going to break down how to confidently and professionally handle this objection without being pushy and actually move the conversation forward.
All right, part one is understanding the real objection. First things first though, never take objections at face value. We're waiting for spring is rarely about the spring.
It's often about fear, Kelly. Fear of making the wrong decision, fear of making a market shift mistake, fear of not getting top dollar.
So instead, trying to counter it right away, you need to lean in with curiosity.
Here's a phrase, Kelly, that I like to use. I totally get it. Just out of curiosity, what has you thinking that spring might be a better time to sell your home?
Yeah, that question alone does two things. It opens them up and gives you insight into what's actually driving the delay.
For sure. As we say, diagnose before you prescribe. Let's say the answer with, well, we just think we get more money in the spring.
Perfect. Now you can diagnose. You follow up with something like, well, that makes sense. Would it be helpful if I shared some data on how pricing and inventory trends have changed over the last 3 springs?
This is where you bring value. Most people think spring is better, but don't actually know what the numbers say, Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and many markets see inventory surge in the spring, which means way more competition and longer days on market.
For sure. So gotta reframe the timeline. Now let's talk about positioning. Once you've addressed their fear, assumptions, reframe their timing with facts and logic.
Yeah, try something like, hey, I totally hear you on waiting. And I've had other clients say the same thing, but here's what we're seeing. Serious buyers are out right now. There's less inventory and the people shopping aren't just browsing, they're motivated.
Or this one. What's interesting is sellers who list early in the year tend to get stronger offers because buyers have fewer options. Spring listings, you tend to compete with 3 times the inventory.
Yeah, you're not telling them they're wrong. You're just showing them another way to look at the overall market.
Exactly. So move to the next step without being pushy. Here's where most agents blow it. They either push for the appointment right now or they say, okay, I'll follow up with you in a few months.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. You want to stay in control without being controlling. So here's how. I would say this. Hey, would it make sense for us just to meet now, just to map out the strategy so that when the time feels right, you're not starting from scratch?
Boom, that's the soft close. No pressure, just planning ahead.
Yeah, and guess what? Half the time, once they see your plan, they realize now is the time to act.
For sure. And then you can also anchor it to a trigger event. Another way to overcome the wait until spring objection is to uncover if there's a trigger event based on their delays.
Yeah, like a job transfer, kids finishing school, a financial milestone.
For sure. You can ask, is spring the goal because of something specific like school, work-related, or is it a general preference?
Yeah, that allows you to line your strategy with their real timeline and not their default timeline.
For sure. So use the what if close. One of my favorite tools, Kelly, is what if close. Sounds like, what if I could show you a way to net more money before spring with less competition, less hassle? Would that be worth it to you?
Yeah, absolutely love that close. It opens the door, and if they say yes, now you're in a real conversation, not a dead end follow-up loop.
For sure. And final thoughts and role play tip. So just to wrap this up, let's be real. We're going to wait until spring is not a dead lead. It's just a smoke screen.
And when you have the right tools, the right questions, the right reframes, you turn their hesitation into opportunity.
For sure. So here's your challenge, guys. Practice this with a partner. Take turns playing client and agent. Get comfortable with the language you're going to use in these conversations.
Yeah, because the better you get at handling this objection, the more deals you'll close when others are just going to be waiting around for the spring.
For sure. And that's how to become the go-to expert, not just a real estate agent, but a trusted advisor.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If this was helpful, drop us a comment below and we'll see you on the next video.
See you later.